Now, finally, we got these omega-3 fatty acids. What's that about? These are long-chain fatty acids that you need for your brain. You need them for your hormones. You need them, your cell membranes require them. And these are the fats that are turned into prostaglandins that turn inflammation down. So you need some of this every day. You can't skip it. It's an absolutely essential nutrient. Well, where's it found? Well, omega-3 fats, and I'll show you what they are. They're found in foods. Here they're found in walnuts, they're found in dark green leafy vegetables, found in ground flax seeds. So I'm a big fan of a handful, 2 handfuls of walnuts every day. That's a health food. Dark green leafy vegetables. Don't go to bed at night till you can look back over your eating day and say, oh yeah, I had a big helping of broccoli at lunch, a big helping of kale at dinner. At least once a day, if not twice a day, you want a big gazunta helping of something dark and green. And the omega-3s and the magnesium are the 2 main reasons. And again, you get it in ground flax seeds as well. Okay, so definitely have these in your diet, but not quite so simple. The issue is this is the most complicated one on the, just don't let your eyes glaze over. There's something important to learn here. So here is the long chain fatty acid that's found in nature and found in these foods, walnuts, flax seeds, dark greens. They have this fatty acid called linolenic acid, and it's 18 carbon atoms in a row. And at carbon atom number 1, 2, 3, you run into a double bond. That's what makes it an omega-3 fatty acid. It's all the chemistry you need to know. Okay, nice stuff, and you want to have 3 or 4 grams, 3 or 4,000 milligrams of linolenic acid every day. That's why you eat the walnuts and the greens. The problem is that your body doesn't really use this 18 carbon atom chain. It needs a longer chain. So you eat the walnuts and the flax seeds, but your liver will take that 18 carbon atom chain here, and it will add 2 carbons to it, and 18 plus 2 is 20. And now you've got a 20 carbon atom chain, and that one is called EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid. A much more useful fat. The body has lots of uses for EPA, but it's still not the final product that your body really needs. So your liver will take another 2 carbon acetate fragment and bang it on to EPA and turn that 20 carbon atom chain to a 22 carbon atom, and that's called DHA. That's what you really need. So you've got these 2 steps, these 2 chain lengthening steps that have to take place in your body for the flaxseed oil, the walnut oil to really turn into DHA, what you really want. Okay. The problem is we Homo sapien mammals, we're not real good at this. At the most, 10% of the linolenic acid that we eat in the walnuts and the flax seeds really turns into EPA. And a lot of folks, growing kids, that's not enough. And there's real concern. If you let this level slip too long, your brain needs so much of this stuff that there are now studies of vegans with brain shrinkage and dementia from DHA deficiency. Dr. Furman's called our attention to this. This is no joke. And I've got a couple of vegans I'm worried about as far as their mentation goes, because they just blew this off. Do not dismiss this. This is a real issue here. And studies, as it says, have clearly shown that levels of long-chain fatty acids are depressed in vegans. Now, back to this chain lengthening step, we have a real problem with the rest of our diet, because if you are eating junky oils, if you're eating chips and schnips and dips that are cooked, that are fried in cottonseed oil and sunflower oil and these omega-6 oils, these guys block these 2 steps that we don't do very well to begin with, and the junk oils depress it even further. And this is why DHA deficiency is so rampant among vegans, and it's nothing to joke about. The junk food vegans are at high risk for dementia. So what do you do about it? Okay, eat the food. Eat the dark leafy greens, have the flax, have the walnuts, etc. Avoid those omega-6 oils, the junky cottonseed oil, safflower oil. Don't be eating the baggy edible food-like substances out of brightly colored packaging boxes. But as they're saying, because they are concerned that of the fatty acid deficiency, or Australian vegans, they are really low, To ensure physical, mental, and neurologic health, vegetarians have to reduce the omega-6s and consider additional intake of direct sources of EPA and DHA. And I take a DHA supplement, and I suggest you do too. Do not ignore this one. So you want to consider one. Now, yes, DHA is in fish oil, but fish don't make it. They don't make DHA any more than cows make B12. DHA, these long-chain fats, are made by plants. They're made by algae cells that float in the water, and fish swim in the water with their mouths open, swallowing algae all day. And it's the algae oil that winds up in the fish's muscle. And what gets sold as fish oil is really algae oil that's wound up in the fish's muscle. Well, we're running out of fish, I'm sure, I hope you've heard. So for that reason, you need to take, you should probably consider taking some supplemental oil. Do I really have to do this? Well, one thing to do is do a little finger stick test and check your DHA level and your EPA level. There's lots of labs that will do it. Genova will do it off a finger stick, and you fill up the 4 little circles of blood and send it off, and you'll get an analysis. If it's low, definitely supplement. But even if you're always safe taking a modest amount of DHA or EPA. So if you just go online and just put algae-derived DHA, there's 20 different brands of it. I don't care which one you take, but some come in veggie caps, some are liquid. But I would, if I were you, I would take between 150 to 300 milligrams of DHA daily. I think it'll help your skin, it'll help your nails, it'll help your brain. It's most important.